what is like the step-by-step secret framework that you would like say, okay, first consider this, then do this. So kind of walk us through like your expertise of how you would set it up and what you would recommend them how to now go about and create this
Yeah.
amazing Facebook group
I
for
think the
them.
name of the group is obviously a very important thing because just like Google, Facebook has like a search engine, right? When people search in the search box on Facebook, they're looking for different things, they're interested in different things. So they're searching on Facebook for these communities. So the name has to be, has to definitely explain what your community is about, right? It's very important to pick a name um, that people can search in
Right.
the search box, and my recommendation is short, to the point. Whatever it is that you do, to the point,
So
short and sweet.
the octopus one probably has octopus somewhere in there, right?
So the octopus one is called Octo Nation.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so that's not, crazy like and if you type octopus, it pops up because of the search engine, right? If you type octopus and look at groups, it'll pop up, you know what I
I'm gonna
mean?
have to do that later on. I'm just so
You have to go
curious
look
of
it
how
up.
that
It's
group looks
crazy.
like.
Like, I never knew people love octopus pictures so much until I saw that. But anyhow, so the name is important.
Okay.
Having a banner in your Facebook group is also important, because your banner is actually like your billboard, right? Like, that
Right.
is where you want to display all the things that are going on, and your banner should be changed every time you have something new going on.
Okay.
For example, if you have a new offer, if you have a new something new, right, that you
Okay.
want your members to see, that your banner is an opportunity for you to showcase that.
So
It's your billboard.
would it be more, would you say, is the banner more to attract people inside of the group, or is it more that the people inside of the group know what the next step could be with you? Which one
Yeah,
would
yeah,
you
I think
prefer?
it's more for the people inside your
Yeah.
community. Obviously, people will see it when they search in your community, but from a new perspective, if I'm a new person and I see and I go search and I just so happen land to your group, the first thing I'm not going to look at is your banner. The first thing I'm going to look at is your description.
Yeah.
So for
True.
a new person coming in, the description is very important. You want to make sure that your description is clear,
Okay.
um,
Description. Yeah.
and that you have a link there to a freebie. All right, a lead magnet in your
In the
description.
description.
Yep, even if they decide not to join, at least
Yeah.
you got them there, right? So
True.
they have an
Yeah. Yeah.
eye.
Good. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, so make sure you put a link in there of something that you're giving for free. And then the banner is obviously, things that you change for your current members. So the name,
Got
your
it.
description. You want to make sure that you have before you create your community, you want to make sure you have your goals. Like, why did you start this community?
Yeah.
Is it to generate leads for your business? Is it for the members that already purchased your thing, right? You have to have a goal. Don't just go
Right.
create the
Right.
community just because, right? Write the stuff down, create your goals of why you're creating this community. Um, and the mission statement of your community. Like, a
Okay.
community is like its own little business, right? So you want to make sure that you know the mission statement, because as you bring in members, you want people to know that mission statement, and then they'll start behaving the way you want them to,
Like it.
based on the
Yeah.
mission. And if you get all those things down packed before you let people in, it will save you long-term headaches, in the long run, that you'll have members in your community that you wish you never had, people
So
with
would you
headaches.
put the mission statement already in the description that it kind of attracts the right people or even repels
Yep.
the wrong
You're
people?
going to put that in your description,
Right.
who we serve, who we are, what do you stand about? What do you stand for? Not about, what do you stand
Yeah. Yeah.
for? Those
Cool.
are things that you definitely want to have in your description, along with your lead magnet link.
Yeah. Love it. Okay.
So those are some steps from the very beginning.
Very, yeah, sweet. Very good. So, and I see, so like how well would you guard like people getting in, or what would the next step be that you would kind of do then when you have the name, we have the banner, we have the description with the lead magnet, that was awesome, and then we have the mission statement in there that they kind of know, okay, this is my group, I want to belong to them, or I don't. What would the next step be in your?
Yeah. So as far as like member approval, Facebook right now allows you to put 3 questions in your group, right? To be able to kind of filter people. That's the
Mm-hmm.
word. Filter people that you want to allow in your community. The questions are very important because you can use them for market research, and you could use them to find out if they're real people. There's a lot of fake profiles out there. There's a lot of like spam profiles out there. I mean, who creates these things? I have no idea, but they're out there.
Right.
And you want to avoid spam profiles, and using those questions will help you. So I always tell our clients that the first question should be, what is it that you want to get out of this community, or why did you want to join this community? That should be the first question, because you want to know their motive, right? On top of that, that question is going to tell you what they're seeking. So if somebody comes and says, for example, in my community, I want to learn about Facebook groups, right? Or how to grow my Facebook group or something like that. And that's the answer to my community. I automatically know, okay, this person is a real person. They want to learn about what we have here in the community. And then I can even like tag them on, maybe a video that I have in the community that talks about that exact thing that they want to learn about. So use it, that first question is like market research, and also a way for you to know that they're a real person and not a bot. So that is the first question. The second question is you want to ask them for their email. Like you want to, and we're going to talk about like softwares and things that we use later on how to, use these things to your benefit. But you want to ask them for their email, because if you don't have their email, let's say they didn't click on that lead magnet link or something like that, that gives you like another opportunity to get their email and build your list. And then the third question.
How would you what would you put like as the reason, like why, like,
well, you have to let
because
them
my
know
first reaction was like, okay, why does he want my email? I just let me in, So
Yeah,
how would you
If you're a
frame
business
that
owner,
in a
you
smart
need to
way?
be honest. If you're a business owner and this is for your business, which obviously everybody that's here watching this are business owners, you should tell them like, hey, what is your email so that I can send you more awesome free information? And then in parentheses, put optional, because you want them to know that it's optional. It's not, by terms of service from Facebook, you cannot ask for the email and mandate that to allow them in the community. That makes sense. That's against their terms and conditions. So it's very important. I'm glad that you asked that question, that you put in there optional, but you let them know why you're asking for that email. So when they do receive an email from you, they're not like, what the heck? Like, I didn't tell them to email me. You know what I mean? You want to be clear and transparent with the people that join the community. And that's part of building that tribe and building that culture, that you're honest, from the beginning. And then the third thing could be anything that portrays to whatever information you want to know, like going back to like market research, right? Like, what do you want to know about these people? If it's like a local business and you want to know where they live, you can ask them, okay, what is your zip code, or what town do you live in, right? If it's a global business, let's say, let's say you are in the personal development industry. I'll just use that as an example. Maybe the third question could be, in your personal development journey, what is the number one thing that you struggle with the most, right? So based on what they tell you, you use the answers to create content for the community, to create value content, because those are the type of things that your members are going to want to see. So what is the number one thing you're struggling with in XYZ, whatever that niche is?
Cool. Okay. Yeah, very good. So we got the 3 like best practice questions to put in there. So probably if you have people that are answering it in a dumb way, you don't even let them in, I guess. Or what would you do?
Yeah. So if people don't, if they put just no, like, those could be bots. Those are like red flags.
Right.
Like, sometimes you have to do a little digging and click on the profile and see if they don't have a banner, if they have only one picture, right? There's so many fake profiles. So you don't want to allow them in the community. Anytime there's like a disrupt with the questions where you're like, that's a little iffy, go into the profile, check them out, or your moderation team, if it's not you, right? Like your staff, your VA, whoever's moderating your community, they should go and do a little bit of digging. And then, most likely 9 out of 10 times when they put like, a letter or yes or no, and the answers without like a sentence.
Right.
9 out of 10 times, those are people that are spammy profiles and fake profiles.
Right.
Those
Cool.
are like
so we got like, right. So we got this set up. We let them in. What would like the next phase be that you would recommend?
Welcome post. You got to welcome your people into the community, right? So Facebook has this awesome feature. If you go to your Facebook group and then you click members on the right hand side, this has to be on desktop. It can't be on mobile. On the right hand side, it tells you who are all your new people that you have not welcomed yet.
Oh,
So you could
really?
do this. Yeah. So you do this depending on how many people you get all the time, maybe once a week or once a month. And what happens is it shows you all the people, and then it has a button on the bottom that says write post. When you click on that button, it automatically tags all the new people in a brand new post. And then you could,
I've seen people do that. Like, how do they like copy paste all those people out? So that's
yep,
actually
they
an
don't.
inbuilt feature.
Yep, there's an inbuilt feature under the members area. You click members, then on the right-hand side, it tells you all your new people. Click write post right under it, and it'll automatically create a post and tag them all. And then in the top, you can add all the things that you want to add. So in the welcome post, I always say to add that free lead magnet, that resource again, whatever you have in your description, add it in there. Welcome new members. We're so excited that you're here. Here's some free resources for you. Put the information,
Yeah.
and then ask them to introduce themselves, right? Like, let us know where you're from, what do you do, tell me something about yourself. I don't know where you live, what's your favorite food. Like, pick one thing that you can ask them,
Yeah.
because that's going to get them to engage in the comments. And obviously we all know that Facebook works with like algorithms. The more people engage with a specific post, the more chances you have of other people seeing the stuff, and it creates kind of like that domino effect. So you want to definitely use that welcome member feature in the very beginning, because that's like the welcoming to your party, right? Like your Facebook group is like your home, your little party, right? You're like, welcome. And if they feel welcome right from the beginning, that's
Yeah.
a good start for your
Perfect.
business.
Very good. Okay, cool. I didn't even know that there was like an inbuilt feature, but that helps a lot to do that. And so that's a good thing to definitely look out for. So now we have the people in there, we welcome them. Maybe let's look at probably two specific, I think, areas that are probably very important. And I see people struggle with, I think, is number one, how to keep engagement high. And number two is probably how do you actually now pull the people out to the next step, whatever, as you said, whatever that is, create a lead, create an offer, whatever. So those are probably the two things we should definitely still look at, or whatever else you still know that is
Yeah.
going to be helpful.
So let's break that down.